incomplete. Jones. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
A 3-yard gain.
And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Jones on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At the 25-yard line, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
It's up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by
pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Giants 3.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
And the Giants 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Jones on the keeper.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Jackson now. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Jackson's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's Jones. Throwing to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the 1st half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Following the fumble recovery, Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones, flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Got him in. It's Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's now 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Jones to throw from his end zone. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line.
Complete to Delaney.
A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards.
Down, New York.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Queen on the tackle.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number? Let's let's say 200 plus.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
2 yards.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third down.
Jones now to throw on third down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's got some space here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 33 and a first.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brett.